Hi guys, welcome back to our show. Today we have CURF team visiting us in Sotogrande.
Indeed, and this time it really is the last video of the season and of the year 2018, or at least we think so. You never know, maybe a new one appears. But we've got the CURF team, like Mike said, and we've got Kalle and Benjamin here today with us to introduce us to their fantastic board. Welcome guys, thank you for coming.
Thank you, welcome.
Alright guys, so for people who never heard of CURF, just tell us the basics, the speed, the power you get with this jetboard.
Yes, if you talk about the basic of the CURF jetboard, it's about the characteristics. What does a jetboard has to be done that is cool and makes fun. So there are 4 characteristics which are the most important, we think. And the one is the power. So we think we create the powerful jetboard. And the power, if you push the throttle in 100%, it immediately jumps to slide over the water, and it's amazing.
And the power is fantastic. No one can take that away. It's just instant power, and it's constant. It stays. You know, it's unbelievable. When you ride that board, it's a beast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's 0 to a lot in very few seconds.
It delivers the power. It's definitely got it.
Okay. The second thing is taking turns. So, and it is not important if there are waves or smooth water. All the conditions are good and well to surf with a CURF board, and it depends to the shape. It's a very special design shape and the fin systems, and it's a lot of fun to ride very hard curves.
Okay, so either curves or flat water, it's good for both.
Yes,
okay.
Good for both.
Very good.
And the third thing is the range. The range is very high because we have 2 batteries, so we double the power and we double the range, and we can ride about 15 to 20 kilometers, depends on the riding style and the people ride. So and we see from Gibraltar to Morocco it is 15 kilometers, so maybe
maybe the next testing will be just like that.
Okay. And how much time would that translate to? 15 to 20 kilometers? How much riding time would that be? For
so
on an average?
It is a half an hour to 40 minutes.
Half an hour to 40
so
minutes.
So it's with reduced speed. Yes, and that's the fourth characteristic, the speed. It's very important also. We think it's not so important like the power, the turns and the range, because the power and the agility to ride the board is more important. But at the end of the day, CURF board rides 61 kilometers an hour with GPS and a 65 kilogram surfer. With 100 kilogram surfer, the speed is about 56 kilometers an hour.
Okay, that's really good, guys. We finally have a board. It's not the only one maybe, but it's one of the key ones that holds the weight and still keeps the speed. That's really good.
I think virtually anyone can stand on it straight away. Hey, it's a pretty easy board. Most guys can just get up and ride instantly.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of the power, you got enough power to ride at least 2 people on the board and even tow. So tell us about it.
Yes, there is enough power to ride the board with 2 people. You can use with like 140 or 150 kilos, and that's really
impressive.
Yeah, that's impressive. That's really important because
It is, because not only one person can enjoy the board, but actually you can take a friend with you, whether it's your partner or a friend. And in fact, we've seen them use the board with more than one person, but not just on the board, but actually with different toys. The show these guys put up for us with the different toys, you're gonna love it. It is great fun.
I mean, the board's amazing with the power and the speed, and being able to take 2 people. It's great. It's got a lot of good points. But what about the weight? It's quite a heavy board. So you've had to sacrifice to have that power and that speed. We've had to take the heavy weight.
Yes. If you start, we begin the thinking with the safety of the board. If you talk about safety, you talk about the battery.
Yes.
And we
very
see
important.
we need space for the battery, and then it is the size. And then we need 2, so the battery weighs 36 kilograms. That's why the board is heavier. We think we have 10 kilograms for safety in this
for
board.
safety.
Yeah.
So there's a double layer of safety: the silicone surrounding it, and then
Yeah.
the steel case. So basically, instead of having to put the battery in a steel case in case of an explosion or something that could happen, these batteries already have that.
Yes, we have it.
So we covered the weight of the batteries, and in total, with the batteries with the board, it's about 70 kilos. Thankfully, it can be taken to the water in 3 turns. You can take the board on the one turn and then one battery and the other. So it's manageable.
The material of our board is really, really strong. I think everybody is knowing the kayaks.
Yeah.
You can just push them over the stones. You could
Yeah.
throw them like here down to the balcony, and nothing will happen.
As long as it lands in the water, I assume.
No, even
on the ground?
Even on the ground,
Okay.
but not the
Wow.
electric.
I did,
stuff
yes,
inside,
of course,
but
just
just
board.
the body
Yeah.
will
So it's not
be stable.
it's not carbon fiber or fiberglass.
No,
it's the same
it's-
material as the kayaks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, guys, you were telling us earlier about the battery safety. Tell us a little bit more, because I assume there is battery management system with your batteries. And
Yes, we developed a battery management system with a company of Northern Germany.
Okay.
And we detect all the things what the battery management has to detect: the temperature, the voltage, the amps, also the capacity. And when there are fuses in the battery, and so, but important thing, the space from the battery, from the cells. Each cell has, this is with one cell, and there's a spacer, and then there's silicone, and then the next spacer comes. So the cells are not like that, and if one cell has a problem, there's no thermal runaway.
It will not affect the other cells.
Yes.
So each cell is individually protected by the spacer and the silicone,
Absolutely.
so they don't affect each other.
And that's a
This is-
great feature. That's where you guys were mentioning, yes, there's additional weight, but it's for the customer's benefit.
It takes
It's
up
a
size,
safer-
it makes the battery large, and it makes it heavy, but you know that they're individually protected, because what can happen with other batteries is that if one cell is damaged, it can immediately cause damage to the rest of the cells, and that is when things can go really wrong. In their case, this cannot happen.
Yes, it cannot happen, and it's the same like in the car industry. I've told always about the car industry, but they, Tesla and other companies do that on the
course.
street. Why don't we do the same on the water?
Uh-huh.
And we do that, and we are happy with that.
So, what's your plans for the next year? When are you going to start the production? Tell us more about your team.
The production already started, and at the moment we are producing boards and selling them all over the world. And our manufacturer is in the north of Germany, in a small town called Norderstedt, close to Hamburg. At the moment we are a little more than 10 people in the company, and next year we want to increase to 15 or 18 people.
It's quite a big team.
Yes, it depends how it works, but that's our aim.
Okay.
And yes, we're producing the boards in Germany. Most of the parts are also produced in Germany, so the whole board is made in Germany, except maybe the deck pad, or I don't know, like
Some
screws
small
or
bits
whatever.
and bars
But
of-
the main parts, the shape
And
or
everything is
the
assembled
body, the engine, the batteries is assembled in Germany.
Everything in Germany. Okay.
Yes.
Good to hear.
And
Yes.
also from a maintenance point of view, if something breaks on this board, are we going to have to ship the whole board back to the factory?
No, not the whole board. It is what can break. The propulsion, if you hit a stone or something like that, and the steering, the throttle, and you can change it by your own. And yes, so that is the maintenance that the dealer has to do.
The dealer, okay,
Yes.
so the customer will be able to go to their local dealer to get these things done.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
Thank you so much for coming. It was
Indeed.
really a pleasure to meet you. And let's get to the water.
Let's, you're in for the
Thank you.
fun,
Did
guys.
this.
It's a spectacle what these guys brought for us and for you guys to be able to see now, so enjoy.
Alright guys, how was your ride on the CURF?
Wow, it was fast. It was super fast, super powerful. It was quite a new experience.
It is. I mean, the board is an unusual design. I mean, I always like something new. There's nothing there that's been copied. You know, it's quite an unusual body and shape and style, and the thing is powerful. I have to give them credit. It's one powerful and fast board. It sure is.
Yeah guys. And remember, we are first to test the board, but we usually test the board for just like 5-10 minutes. So always get back later to us to see the progress, the more testing and full experience by reaching Wayne.
Of course. So guys, on our videos, we're just looking for the best of every board. That's all we want to show you and all we want to share. But a day of riding a board or a couple hours of riding a board is not enough to give you proper feedback and a true review. So like Mark says, before you purchase your board, don't base it on the video you saw. Contact us, because now we've got the boards and we're riding them every day, and it's not always as it appears in the videos. You know, just remember that.
Yeah, so our goal is just to show you a preview of what's coming, to see what's going on in the industry. It's not necessarily an endorsement to just go and buy specific boards.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if it's good for us, something else might be good for someone else. I mean,
Yeah.
that's all okay.
Okay, it was another successful season for our Jetboard testing tour, and
Yay.
we hope to see you next year.
It's been a great year.
Yeah.
Let's keep on the ride.
Bye.
Cheers.
All-Star Jetboard Testing Tour is brought to you by Wayne from Jetboard Limited. Wayne is a well-recognized expert in the industry, and his company is proud to be the only one in the world that deals with and supports all the different brands, letting the customer try the boards before they buy them. If you would like to buy a jetboard or are interested in getting into the jetboard industry, then contact Wayne. Tanya from Jetboard Limited in Jetboard, Spain. Tanya is one of the first women in the industry who deals with testing, reviewing, promoting, and selling all the different brands of jetboards. Tanya's knowledge of the industry, brands, and boards is comprehensive and impressive. If you want to buy a jetboard and get a great price, then contact Tanya. Andreas from eSurfer Magazine, who is a leader of the growing community of electric jetboarders and creator of his own blogs, eSurfer and eBoarder, and a new eSurfer forum. And Mike from Jet Surfing Nation, who is a passionate jet surfer and a video guy. He loves the industry and wants to help the new sport to grow big. Mike's mission is to try and review every existing jetboard on the market, making his fun videos along the way. If you want to join our next tour event, present your jetboard, do an interview, sponsor, or simply try the different boards before you buy, reach out to Tanya or Wayne from Jetboard Limited. Tanya and Wayne guarantee unbeatable prices and the best backup service you could ever get. Jetboard Limited has branches in England, Spain, Germany, and are expanding all over Europe, as well as Australia, Canada, and Brazil. So contact the team to find out who your local dealer is. See you in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe.